Yo, my name is Mark and I run a digital product studio and we have built countless apps for our clients in Bubble.io. For example, these are some of our works, and in this video I'm gonna show you how to edit and delete things from a repeating group in Bubble.io, and we have done this thousands of times, so I'm gonna show you the best way you can do this. So over here I have a brand new Bubble.io application, and over here we have a very simple database. Basically we are going to be taking a look at person. This is going to be the content of our repeating group. A person has a name, which is a text, and a person has an is adult question mark, which is a yes, no, and I have pre-filled this database with some people and some is adults or not. Other than that, there is nothing else in this application. So let's quickly start. Let me move this one. So I'm going to start by first making the page responsive. Yes, we do column. Perfect. And now we're going to start directly by putting a repeating group onto our page. The repeating group is going to contain person, and it's basically going to contain all of the people. So just person, no constraints. There we go. Search for person, number of rows, doesn't need to be fixed. There we go. Now we are going to display for each of the entries, we will be displaying current salesperson's name, first of all. And in the nearby row, we can actually group them together into a row, so they're near each other. And the row can have a gap spacing of, let's say, 30 and 30, just to make it visually more appealing. And this field is going to be parents group person is adult, formatted as text. So if the person is adult, we put adult, and if the person is not adult, we put child. There we go. And so now if I preview this page, and we basically see that we see Jack is a child, Gigi adult, Mike adult. So we are displaying our repeating group. Obviously, I have not designed it properly, and I have made it as simple as possible just to save you time. If you wanted to design it and make it fancy, you could. But our goal is to edit this group right now through some sort of interface. All right, to do this, we are going to be adding an icon. This is going to serve as our button. We're just going to put it over here. And first, let's actually make items deletable. So we're going to start by doing a trash can. So I put a trash can here. Let's do a red color for it. And now if a person clicks on it, what do we want to happen? Add workflow. And so there are two ways you can do this. The way I would suggest to do it is first open a pop-up, and then the pop-up is going to confirm that you want to delete this person, because if someone accidentally clicks it, that's not the best user experience decision. However, for this case, there is a second way as well, which is if you click it, it instantly deletes. And so this is what we are going to be doing. So we are going to do make changes to thing, or actually, sorry, not make changes to thing, but actually delete a thing. And to delete, we are going to go parents group person. Just like this, we are able now to delete things from our database through a repeating group. So if I click here now, we will see that Gigi gets deleted. There is no more Gigi. Just as that, the simplest way possible. Now let's actually talk about the second and more secure way. We are not going to be implementing this for the delete one, but for the edit functionality, it's necessary to do that. So we are going to go for another icon. We're going to put it in between here and here. And this is going to be a pen, let's say, or pencil. Is there pencil? Or let's say edit. Yeah, perfect, pencil. So if you click onto this, we should be able to edit this and this field of this particular repeating group. To do this, we will first need a pop-up on our page. So let's add that. There we have a pop-up. In this pop-up, we will populate it with the things of that database. So here, for example, the title, we could say edit person. This will be sort of our title. Let's just put it in the middle. Let's make it a bit bigger. We don't really care about the design, but just so, yeah, doesn't matter. And now we are going to go for input here. And this is going to be input name. So probably we should indicate that it is input name. So we're going to add a text on top of it. So name. And then the input below it. So we put another text. Let's split them out with a margin of 40 pixels. And the second one is going to be either a yes or no selection. So a good thing is toggle Here we don't have a toggle, so a great way to do it is just to install a plugin called Ionic Toggles. Ionic Elements, this is good enough. So there we have it, and here we can just go for a toggle. Ionic toggle, there we go. Just put it here. Perfect, and this is gonna be is adult question mark. So what essentially we are gonna be doing is when the person clicks onto the pencil, this group is gonna show up and we are gonna be able to edit the thing through this group. So now we're missing a save button. We're gonna keep save it, and a cancel button. So both buttons, or close button if you don't want to edit it. Thank you, I know this. Guys, come on, like it's not my first time in Bubble. Why am I seeing this tutorial? So do this, group these elements in a row. The row should probably have this spacing, so or this is better. This button we should probably recolor to some lighter color, such as there is a flat button. How does it look like? Yeah, this is perfect. Okay, so perfect. And this group, give it a top margin as well. Okay, there we go. So now we need to implement everything and make sure that we can actually edit things from this group. To do this, first of all, inputs A initial content needs to be the name of the person. So this pop-up itself will be containing a person type. We are not going to populate it because I'm going to show you what we're going to do. But so this group is going to contain the thing that we are going to be editing. And here we can just say parents group person's name. And for this thing, the thing is going to be dynamic. And dynamic status is going to be parents group person's is adult. So we are going to pre-fill these things as to what they're set at the moment. And finally, when we click on the button save, what we are going to do is we're going to make changes to a thing, and we are going to do pop-up person's person, so the person that's contained in the pop-up. And what we are going to do now is we're going to change both of these fields, and so the name is going to be changed to our input. The is adult is going to be changed to our Ionic toggle, or what's it called? Toggle. Ionic toggle A. So if it's checked, exactly, if it's checked is yes, if it's not checked is no. There we go. And finally, we want to close this pop-up. So we're going to hide an element, pop-up, person. Now let's do the same for if the person doesn't want to save it, for the close button, we basically here, we just hide the pop-up without changing the thing. And finally, we need to somehow be able to open this, and this is what this pencil is for, because when you press on the pencil, we are going to show an element, we are going to show that pop-up. And we are also going to display data in there, and the data we want to display is the parents group person. The reason for this is because when you click on this pencil is contained within the repeating group, and the parent of this group, the parent, is the element that we are going to be editing. So let me show you now how this would work in reality. So we open the app. Here we've got two left. So let's say I want to edit this guy. I click here and you see the name is pre-filled to Jack, and it's a child, so it's not an adult, right? But if I say Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba, and I now click save, you see this changes. If I want to change this one, you see it changes. But if I say I want to delete the Ma now, but then I decide not to do it and I click on close, nothing in here changes. And the same is for Mike. If I click on Mike, we see this pop-up is now working for Mike. Now the final note here is I have done this for two sample data types, which is name or some text field, and some toggle, which is yes, no. But you can do the same principle. It applies to every other data type. So if you want to add a type of, let's say, date, the exact same principle applies. You just put it there, you pre-fill it with the current existing value, and when you click on save, it actually saves the thing. So I hope this mini tutorial of how to edit the repeating group was useful. If you need any help with your Bubble.io application, feel free to reach out, book a call with me. We're always there, happy to help you with your applications. Thanks for watching.